Hi, everybody. I've been reading for several days, maybe even several weeks, to some of you all. And some of you know me, and maybe some of you don't. So I thought I would tell you a little bit about myself. First of all, about this channel. A lot of the things that I'm going to be doing are really about children. I wanted to read to children and to adults who are kind of young at heart, um, because I don't know, I feel like that's part of why I'm here. Um, but there are a lot more things I wanted to do for my channel, which, to be frank with you, I never would have thought I would even consider doing. But I've watched a lot of YouTube the last couple years, and I have learned so much. I've learned about um, a Mennonite woman who uh, videos and shows her day-to-day activities, which was really bizarre because up to that point, I never thought of Mennonite people as having electricity, or so I couldn't figure out how they had the internet. I've watched a guy who lost a lot of weight and was telling everybody how to do it, and being real supportive and nice and all that stuff. And I've watched a lady who used to live in Fort Leonard Wood who was on a journey to lose 200 pounds. I've even watched a lot of different people doing true crime. And it's kind of weird because most of them are putting on makeup while they're talking about true crime. And I guess what I'm saying is I've noticed that you can just about put anything you want to on YouTube. And so I thought I've experienced a lot in the last couple years. Um, and I thought I might share some of that with you all. Those things I'm not going to mark as just for kids, though. Most of my stories are going to be marked just for kids because my understanding on the just for kids, it's safer. And it's got to be safe or it's not any good. But I'm starting this channel talking to everybody, not just kids, starting right now. And the things I want to just start out by telling you is, first of all, my name is Juanita Kuchar. I am a widow. My husband died in October of 2021, thanks to the pandemic. I have been a Christian since I was 7, and I've attended a Pentecostal church since I was 7. There's a lot of things that people understand about Pentecostal churches that aren't really true. And I thought maybe one of the things I would like to do is to educate people on what a Pentecostal church really is about. But the other thing I wanted to do was to talk to you. I wanted somebody to talk to people about what to expect when you do become a widow. I was totally unprepared. Number one, my husband was just 62, and he and I had always planned that when we died, we would just die together. And that's just not the way it worked out for us. And so I wasn't prepared for living after he was gone. That might sound crazy to you, but that's the way it was. So I thought I might talk to y'all a little bit about that. I am a retired counselor, and I have counseled a bunch of people who have lost loved ones. And they train us about the grief process and blah, 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 and the stages in the grief process. And so I had all the head knowledge about grief, but I did not understand about grief. And if I could help one person understand more about, no, help one person know that what they're going through is just part of loving and losing, then it would be worth it. So I thought I might talk a little bit about that. There's no telling, to be honest, what I'm going to talk about, because I'm not putting on makeup. So, and I'm not going to talk about true crime. I'm just going to, one of my friends once said, use the word lagniappe, and I think that's what I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about just a little bit of everything. Like I said, I'm a retired counselor. I have a master's degree in professional counseling. My undergraduate was in criminal justice. I met my husband, and we got married within 6 months, and I was happy for almost 40 years when he passed away. We have 3 grown children, and we have 5 grandchildren, and being a grandmother is probably the best thing that could ever happen to anybody, just being real. But maybe in all my going on, I will say something that will help you. And if it helps one person, then it's worth it. I told you that I had been going to the Pentecostal church since I was 7. I'm 62, so that means I've been going to a Pentecostal church for a long time. There were a lot of things I didn't understand about what I was doing. A lot of things that I'm learning every day about walking and living for God. It's not always easy. It's definitely not always fun. But at night when I go to sleep, I know I'm doing the best that I can. And that is the most important thing to me. So if you have any questions about being a widow, being a Pentecostal, being a grandmother, or just being a Christian, I don't have all the answers, but I may have an answer that'll help. I don't know everything. I'm just me. I'm just Juanita Kuchar, 62-year-old woman who loves people. I always used to say that my heart belonged to the elderly people. Now that I'm getting a little, elderly, I'm realizing that my heart just belongs to people. And if I can help you in any way, just let me know. The comment section. If you have a question, you can ask it in the comment section. I am not going to probably read the comment sections myself. I'm probably going to get my daughter to read it. And the reason for that is sometimes I understand people are mean in the comment section. And I don't want to take things personally. So I won't. My daughter will read them. And if she feels like it's something I need to see or need to answer, then I'll do that. She volunteered, and you should always accept it when somebody volunteers to give you some help. Anyway, I hope to meet some of you all, and if I don't, then maybe myself is the only one I'm going to be able to help. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.